Welcome everybody. Today in this video we're going to talk about how to build a lifestyle so you can stop literally seeking pornography. The reason why you need to build a new lifestyle or have a purpose is because your perceived value about pornography gonna reduce, okay? The reason why you watch pornography in the first place is because there is too much perceived value in pornography. And in order to reduce the perceived value that you give to pornography, you need to have a purpose and you need to have a kind of like a new life. In order to do this, all you have to do is those things that I'm gonna tell you in this video. So, why you must overcome this addiction. If you don't break free, this addiction only gonna grow. It's always gonna grow throughout years. Your brain will need more extreme content to feel the same pleasure again. If you use it to watch two people have an intimate relationship, it's not gonna be the same because you're gonna need to watch only the female by yourself. And if you keep watching only the female by herself, you need to watch another type of pornography. It can be transgender, it can be gay, it doesn't matter. And of course, over time, this is gonna lead to lower motivation and energy, anxiety, depression, and shame, ED, which stands for erectile dysfunction, or trouble feeling real intimacy with your girlfriend, with your partner, or with your wife. And of course, wasted years stuck in the same cycle. So, pornography doesn't stay the same. It always goes away. It drains your drive and it steals your future. And now, of course, we can start phase number 3, which is life rebuild and urges immunity. Make sure to watch the second part. I just made a video about it, so everything gonna start to make sense and you can align with this phase. And of course, if you don't want to go outside and keep looking at other girls just like this guy, as you can see, well, obviously make sure to watch this video and take actionable steps in order to overcome this addiction once and for all. So the main goal here is to make your life so full of purpose and good habits that porn doesn't even cross your mind anymore. So why does it matter? Because PMO addiction is a way to cope with stress or boredom. If you don't build a better lifestyle and identity, you will slip back. You will always gonna keep going back. And science shows balancing pleasure with meaningful purpose is the only way to stay free, period. There is nothing better than this. Why is that? It's because you're gonna use pornography as a coping mechanism. Why? Because you're gonna have a lot of factors like what? Like stress relief. When stressed or anxious, the brain seeks quick dopamine. Porn delivers a strong dopamine hits, temporary numbing a negative emotion, okay? And of course, emotional escape. Instead of facing sadness, loneliness, or boredom, or maybe something else that is kind of like negative, pornography provides a distraction and false sense of comfort. There is also conditioning. Over time, the brain learns when I feel bad, then I need to use pornography to make myself feel better. It's because it's a coping mechanism. It's something that your brain is rewired to. The only way you can deal with those type of negative emotions is with pornography, which is super bad. It's just gonna make the situation worse. And the last one is avoidance, because pornography doesn't solve the root problem, but it helps people avoid uncomfortable emotions, which reinforces its use as a coping tool, like I've said, the coping mechanism. So of course, in short, is that pornography hijacks the brain's reward system to solve stress and emotions and creating a cycle where it becomes the default coping mechanism. It's gonna become the default coping mechanism. If you feel bad, if you feel sad, if you feel bored, whatever, you're always gonna use pornography as a coping mechanism. It's a coping mechanism, which is super bad because it's gonna create a lot of problems in the future. Here are ways to break this coping mechanism. The first one is the mindfulness meditation. The second thing is physical exercises. The third one is cognitive behavior and coping skills. The fourth one is the social support and connection. This is super important. I've already talked about it in the last video when it comes to the emotional state. And of course, the last one, which is charting a course for a success, or let's say finding a purpose in this life. Pornography gives a short dopamine spike, but only purpose-driven rewards balance in the brain long-term. Pleasure alone traps you, purpose sets you free. So, if you keep chasing pleasure, what's gonna happen is that you're just gonna fall down. You're gonna create a lot of loops. You're gonna be sad. You're gonna be depressed. You're gonna always have anxiety. But if you chase purpose, your own purpose, it can be a goal, it can be maybe like small things that you want to do on a daily basis, which is one of the best ways to build a new identity, which we're going to talk about it here, so stay with me. And of course, the reason why you're going to have short dopamine spikes, as you can see here, is because every single time you watch pornography, you are getting this instant gratification. And the problem with this is that it's going to create a new baseline. As you can see here, this is the normal baseline. But guess what? If you keep watching pornography every single time, which is the reason why you use it as a coping mechanism, your baseline gonna go up. But if the baseline goes up, you need even more cheap dopamine. And of course, when the dopamine is gonna drop here, in this phase, as you can see, in this phase is gonna be super critical for you. It's gonna make you think bad, it's gonna make you create this shame loop, and so on. Basically, you're gonna have a lot of negative stuff. In order to basically quit this addiction and fix this addiction, all you have to do, those 3 techniques. The first one is super important, and I cannot emphasize this enough. I keep telling this to my clients every single time, is that they have to create a new identity. All you have to do is write down who you want to be like. So this is your current situation. Your current situation is a person who is distracted, who have a lot of problems when it comes to pornography, who have a job and keeps going to the 9-to-5 jobs, and who is sick from his lifestyle. He just wants to quit this addiction, and he knows this is the only thing that is holding his potential back. If you want to take yourself from your current situation to your desired situation, you need a transformation, and the only transformation that you need is, of course, actionable steps like those that I'm giving you in this video. Or what you can do is I can coach you in order to make you overcome this addiction, which is one of the best ways that you can overcome this addiction as soon as possible. So all you have to say is, I am someone who controls his urges and gets strength from achievement. As you can see here, all you have to do is talk to yourself. I don't know if you saw a lot of people, a lot of professional athletes, what they do is they start to talk to themselves like, I'm a winner, I will win, I will score this goal, I will beat this guy. It doesn't matter. You can see it all the time. The reason why they do this is because they are creating a new identity, an identity of a person who doesn't lose, okay? So the old way is you see yourself by the actions. What I mean by actions is you keep watching pornography, and this is gonna create the bad identity. But if you want the new way, the new identity, in order to shift your identity, all you have to do is start with your identity. Like I've said before here, I am someone who controls his urges and gets strength from achievements. Okay, as you can see here, I am not how I feel. I am fully alive. I am completely enough. I am connected to all. I am the love I seek. I am my heart's desire. I am the courage I seek, and so on. And of course, every morning, read out loud and visualize living that way. Why you should visualize, okay? So why you should visualize in the first place is because we have a small part in our brain called the hippocampus. And the hippocampus is the part of our brain that handles memory and learning. When you visualize often, you're basically giving it a workout, just like a muscle. Of course, when you go to the gym and you keep going to failure, you're gonna build more muscle. And this basically gonna grow when you lift weights. So the hippocampus grows when you repeatedly imagine and rehearse things in your mind. The more you visualize, the better it is. This, because of visualization, strengthens the neural connection there, making it physically larger and more efficient over time. That's the reason why if you go and see a person who used to be poor to becoming a millionaire or a billionaire, or just a person who is successful, it's because they use it to visualize a lot, and their hippocampus is super big. The second thing that you can do is find healthy rewards. The reason why you need to do this is because you just need to replace pornography with something more valuable, like I've said. Like what? Like you can pick hobbies that challenge you and make you feel proud learning. You should be proud of yourself, not feel ashamed. An instrument, it can be coding, it can be martial art, and there is more and more and more. You can do exercises, hard exercises, going to the gym 4 to 5 times a week, so you can boost your natural energy and mood. Just by walking outside next to the nature, you literally activate your D2 dopamine receptors, which is the one responsible for the rewards system. So the reason why you must choose hobbies or exercises over pornography is because they give real value back. Pornography leaves you empty after the high. You know what I'm saying? So every single time you're gonna watch pornography, what's gonna happen is you're gonna get a lot of instant gratification, but after here, nobody gonna care about you. Your brain doesn't care about you. Your dopamine doesn't care about you as well. It's because it's a chemical. So pornography gonna leaves you empty after the high, but learning a skill or pushing your body makes you proud, stronger, and builds lasting confidence. That's how you build confidence. That's how a lot of people, when they overcome, it doesn't matter if it's another addiction, they're always gonna be confident. So that reward is worth way more than 5 minutes of escape, okay? And remember, it's a coping mechanism. You use it for a reason. The thing that you can do is you can use your sexual transmutation. This is how you transmute your sexual energy to something that can benefit you in the long term. It can be your business, it can be going to the gym, it can be your job, it doesn't matter. So, sexual transmutation is when you take that urge to release and direct it into building yourself, your body, your business, your skills. Instead of wasting the energy, you transform it into power that pushes you forward, okay? You can literally use your sexual energy so you can build a whole new life. So as you can see, we have a lot of chakras, and the reason why you are always thinking about pornography, it's because you are vibrating on this frequency, which is the root chakra, the lowest frequency ever, which is lust. And in order to take yourself from vibrating on the lowest frequency to the highest frequency, which is gratitude, all you have to do is be more grateful. How can you be more grateful? Be closer to God. Okay, you should pray to God. It doesn't matter if you're Christian or Muslim. The only thing that you need to focus on is becoming more grateful and becoming more thankful. Every single time you wake up, always remind yourself that you woke up for a reason and there is something behind it. You woke up because God chose to, and because He knows that there is something behind it. You always have to chase your purpose. And of course, the third thing is that they are literally fake. The urges aren't real. Okay, so why the urges aren't real? It's because it's just a false signal that your brain makes you chase pleasure. Okay, all you have to do, and I'm literally challenging you in this video, all you have to do is when you feel the urges which are fake, the only thing that you have to do is just wait 5 minutes and you will see that they're gonna fade away quickly. So your brain is just like a baby, as you can see here, a crying baby. If you don't give him milk, you know what I'm saying, which is pornography, he's just gonna keep crying because he's always gonna chase pleasure. He doesn't know the difference between the reality and fake. That's why you're gonna keep watching pornography. It's because he doesn't care. He just wants pleasure. Okay, in order to make yourself feel better and reinforce connection with yourself and becoming a better person, all you have to do is just wait. That's all. Just wait 5-10 minutes. It doesn't matter. You can literally go out, you know what I'm saying, you can use this energy like I've told you here. You can transmute this energy in order to make yourself feel pleasure, and you can literally improve yourself. That's how you can improve yourself as well. And of course, the conclusion, this last phase is where you become the person who naturally resists to PMO, which stands for porn, masturbation, orgasm, without struggles. Okay, by building new habits, purpose, and identity, super important, you turn your recovery into a permanent transformation. Follow these steps and pornography will no longer control your life. So if you think that all of those things that I told you are kind of hard and you kind of feel like you need someone that's gonna hold you accountable, all you have to do is book a free discovery call, which is gonna be the first link in the description. And as you can see, all of those people that I helped on the screen, they use it to be in the same position as you. It doesn't matter if you are 18 or 40, you can always overcome this addiction. You're not alone, and the best way to overcome this addiction as quick as possible is to hire someone that can help you, a coach. And of course, I'm here to help you. All you have to do is book a free discovery call, and this is for only people that are serious. If you are serious and 100% committed to overcome this addiction, then of course you can book a call. And remember that life is all about lessons. Learn as much as you can. Peace.